am in front of the back door that leads to the backyard. We're putting on a mud room. So this is the seating area here, table and kitchen that way. When you walk out, there'll be a small mud room. Here's the question. Hi there. If you're new here, my name is Joanna, and my husband and I, Joe, are renovating an old farmhouse, 130 years old. We're renovating it top to bottom. We're sharing it here on YouTube, and we'd love for you to join us each week. The question is, do we keep a door here, maybe not this one, and have the option to open and close from the mudroom to the back sitting area here, or do we leave the door off and just have an open area to walk through? There's two schools of thought here. So one thought is quite practical, of course, and that's keeping a door on, so we have the option to open or close and possibly hide the coats, the boots, the mitts, the hats, whatever's out in this mud room. It would also possibly help with regulating the heat and cooling depending on what season we're in. So that's one thought. The second thought is not to have a door at all, which would mean we would remove the doorway here as much as we can back to the original stone on both sides. This way it would bring in light from the mudroom. The sun comes up in the east on this side, so it could be really great and bring in a lot of light. If you have a thought about leaving the door on or taking it off altogether and just having a walk through into the mudroom, please feel free to leave a comment. I'm going to move to the other side of the room now and share with you what happened earlier this week. So here's something we didn't talk about. It wasn't in the design phase. I didn't think about it until it was being done, and that's ductwork. This ductwork is necessary in this renovation because we're moving heat upstairs. It hadn't been there before other than electric panels at the base. So we're taking the heat upstairs and the air conditioning. When I walked in that day, the HVAC team was here and they were putting in the ductwork at that time. They were about here, and that's when I said, what are you guys doing? I didn't realize ductwork was gonna go there. Can we talk about this plan? What do you have planned moving forward? I was lucky enough that I walked in that day because I was able to stop the team from moving forward after they told me what their plan was. The original plan was to move that ductwork here and continue it above the kitchen windows along here. It would create a bulkhead. I wasn't too thrilled about the bulkhead. The great thing was that we stopped work, we talked about it, and they were able to make a new plan and reroute it along the ceiling here and put it into the joists so there won't be a bulkhead there. So they're able to reroute it along the ceiling above me in between the joists, and there won't be a bulkhead above the windows, and I won't see it above me here in the ceiling. It is interesting to me that ductwork and bulkheads were not spoken about during the planning stages or even at the demolition stage. I'm just thankful that I happened to be on site that day and was able to make a change with this ductwork and the bulkheads. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next Sunday at 9.